So let's just say, guys, 2025 is not off to a good start for Tesla stock. We're down almost 6% on the day as every index in the U.S. stock market is in the green. We have to break down what's going on with Tesla, which you guys probably heard at this point. They missed on their numbers for deliveries, and annual delivery numbers declined year over year. We have to break this down in this video, guys, plus the stock chart, what I'm looking to do. But first, hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe and get your free stocks from Moomoo. Open up your account, deposit at least $100, you get 5 free stocks. Deposit at least $1,000, you get 10 more free stocks. And overall, for now, your uninvested cash will earn up to 8.1% APY, which, guys, come on, that's a no-brainer. So use that link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, cheers. Let's get right into the video. So, yeah, Tesla, guys, not the best start to the new year. On the first day of trading, officially, of 2025 here, we're down. We're crashing down 6% after we got these delivery numbers. And guys, we hit $373 per share. Now we're at $380, but it looks like it might go lower. Look what happened. We got the numbers in the pre-market. Boom. Tesla tanked all the way from 411 to about 383. Then we saw a little rally at open to about 392. All right, big deal. Then we dumped instantly to 373. Saw a bit of a rally from there. And notice, guys, on that rally intraday here, we failed breaking out of the opening price. We hit 390, got rejected, and now we're dumping again under 380. We're at 378, 379 per share. So Tesla now is continuing the sell-off that it saw to wrap up last year. We hit 488 in the middle of December. Yeah, now we're at 379. So we're down almost $100 a share, about $90 a share as of now, or about 22%. So with this down move today, guys, Tesla stock is officially in a bear market. And that happens whenever a stock, an index, whatever, goes down 20% or more from a recent high. That gets it into bear market territory, right? Anything from 10 to 20% of a drop, that's correction territory, if you guys didn't know that. So, yeah, Tesla's down a good 20%. Clearly, we got double topped at about 480, 485. Pretty obvious now in hindsight, right? And on the 4-hour chart now, we're officially dumping under this 180 moving average for the first time since the end of October. We're talking about 2.5 months ago. So before we get too carried away here on the charts, let me break down the numbers and what I'm looking at here on Edgeful, a trading tool that I use all the time. We've covered it before here on the channel. So, like I said, the delivery numbers came out and they were not too, exciting. Investors weren't too pleased, right? You guys see here at the top, the headline, Tesla shares slide after they report first drop in annual deliveries. And there's Elon Musk. Picture of good old Elon Musk. Let me zoom in here a little bit. So we can see here total deliveries for Q4 came in at 495,570, so about 495,000. Total production 459,000 roughly for Q4, excuse me, guys. And the annual deliveries, pay attention to this number, 1.78 million, so 1,789,000 roughly. And the total annual production for 2024, 1.77 million. So, guys, last year they did 1.81 million in deliveries, vehicles. So that dropped year over year for the first time ever, right? Yeah, I read that right, which is nuts. Yeah, first annual drop ever in deliveries, which it's a first. And obviously, we know why. A lot of competition. people aren't, maybe as eager to buy, new cars in this interest rate environment, although interest rates are now coming down, which is good. That's going to help companies like Tesla, obviously, but, people are seeing other options. There's a lot of competition. I mean, we've seen it all across the board. And I think I think they were supposed to do, or analysts had them doing 504,000 for Q4 deliveries. So that came in, at a miss as well. So they missed Q4 deliveries. The year-over-year number on the annual deliveries, that was a disappointment. And that is all it takes for a stock that's already up a lot to sell off, right? And we're down 6%. That's what we're seeing. And we saw the big gap down in the morning, right? And looking here at Edgeful, looking at their price action report, if we look at the gap fill report, which I like looking at all the time, this is looking at Tesla stock over the last 3 months. So what this shows us here is 57% of the time that we've had a gap down in the last 3 months, we have filled that gap, which means, let's come down here. What is a gap down, first of all? Well, it's what we saw with Tesla. We saw, a huge gap down today where we saw the stock open well below the previous day's closing price. So we had a huge gap down, and like we saw up here, 57% of the time it fills the gap, which means gap down filled. Let's go to this part of the chart. That means, boom, it goes back up to the previous trading day's closing price. So, guys, based on this, 57% of the time in the last 3 months, we've seen Tesla rally. And I always like using tools that give me data, that give me more insight on stocks, on charts, and that's exactly what Edgeful.com does. And that shows us more times than not, Tesla, after a gap down, it fills the gap up, which I'm going to be watching for the rest of the day today, guys. So very useful here. Edgeful.com. Check it out, by the way, guys. They do, I do have a link with them if you guys want to check it out. I'll leave it in the description box, also pinned in the comment section. Very, very useful trading tool. We've covered it before here on the channel, but let's get back over to the charts. We can see here, again, we're dumping aggressively on this 4-hour time frame, and going back to the intraday chart, we can see that big gap down, right? Now I'm sitting here patiently waiting for that gap to fill up. As again, we just saw an Edgeful. It happens more often than not over the last couple of months on, gap downs here. So this is going to be interesting. I think Tesla is a bit oversold here. I just think we're due for a bit of a rally. And again, the data that we just looked at kind of supports that. So, yeah, let's see, guys, how we do over the next couple of days here as the year just started. And like I said, this is happening in the midst of a pretty decent green day. Let me show you these indexes quickly here, guys. By the way, hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Make sure to subscribe. We are on the road to 50,000 subs as soon as possible. And the goal for 2025, guys, we're going big. Go big or go home, baby. 100,000 subscribers. We're coming this year. That's the goal. So where were we? S&P 500, SPY's up around, let's see, 0.1%. Nothing crazy, but we do have a little bit of a green day here to kick off the new year, although we do have a Head and Shoulders also still intact on SPY. Keep that in mind. But QQQ is up a little bit, roughly the same as SPY, about 0.1%. The Russell, though, is the one that's really leading the charge here, guys. Up just over 0.75%. Looks like the uptrend's continuing, so IJR is at the top of my watch list, which we've covered before. I mentioned it yesterday. I'll say it again. It's a small cap ETF. I'm watching it. My eyes are peeled. I'm looking at it as a swing trade. So the Russell small caps are looking good, and the Dow's up a little bit, kind of like the same as SPY and QQQ, up around 0.1, 0.2% for the Dow. So a little green day across the board today, guys. Small caps are shining, but yeah, not a bad start to the year for the stock market, maybe not so much for Tesla, but not bad, not bad. I'll take it, man. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Join the free email list down below, guys. Check out the Patreon as well if you want to keep up with what I'm doing in my portfolio. And don't forget to get your free stocks from Moomoo. Deposit at least $100. You get 5 free stocks. Deposit at least $1,000. You get 10 more free stocks. And overall, your uninvested cash will earn up to 8.1% APY. So guys, use that link down below or go to StockSurfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next video.